Hey everyone, Manus701 here with a very special video for you, as promised. As a lot of you know, I went to PAX East in Boston, Massachusetts last weekend, and I met a bunch of the other Battlefield 3 YouTubers there. And it was an incredible time. I loved it, and I can't wait to go again next year. The footage you're looking at now is a glimpse of what I experienced at PAX East. And you can see about 16 to 17 minutes of footage like this in its entirety. It was my previous video that I uploaded, and I'll have the link for that in the description below. And I also took around 65 pictures, which I posted on my Facebook, and I'll have a link to that as well in the description below. So make sure you go like me on Facebook and check out the pictures if you haven't done so already. But that's not what this video is about. Before we left for PAX, me and all the other BF3 YouTubers posted videos on our respective channels asking for questions for a very special Q&A we were going to do while we were at PAX East. And this is what that video is. Each of us answered 2 to 3 questions that you guys all posted on our channels, and we answered them all together at the hotel bar of the hotel some of them were staying at, and with Dasco's very nifty camera and microphone setup. And we all separately answered our 2 to 3 questions, and then we talked about PAX East as a group after we answered all our individual questions. So that's what this video is about. However, you will not see the whole thing in its entirety on my channel. On my channel, you will see me answering my individual questions, and then you'll see the entire group discussion about PAX after that. If you want to see all the other people I was with answer their individual questions, you have to go to their channel and watch their video of our special Q&A. So I will have the links to all of their channels in the description below. Make sure you go visit their channels and watch their answers to their questions, and subscribe to their channels and give them a like and all that. They are all very awesome people, and I hope to see them again next year. And I'll shut up now and let you watch the video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later.
Professional. From Boss Talk. Whose dog tags did you enjoy taking the most? Does that sound like a
Him, her, him, and him. Nah, I'm just kidding.
All the dog tags?
All of them.
all the tags? I think we know.
Stop throwing peanuts at me.
It's still on film. Come on, guys. We gotta recut this. All right. So what's your favorite dog tag? Is that the question?
Yes. Cans was very satisfying to get because he was such a pain in the ass.
Why was he a pain in the ass?
Because he knifed me a lot.
Oh.
In all honesty.
So it's all about the revenge.
Barbaric Mustards is a lot of fun to get because he sounds like he shits his pants every time I knife him.
That's awesome.
And Threadies was very satisfying because he was very difficult. So, yeah. I enjoy taking their tags.
I'll accept that answer. We have one from Nav 603.
Snoop 603.
Oh, my pride.
Snoop 603.
Snoop with a B.
Snoop.
Yes.
603.
That douchebag.
San Diego.
San Diego.
I got one for you. Who was it?
No, whatever he tells you, don't ask it.
Let's do it.
I got one for you. Who are some YouTubers that you look up to and admire in any way, and why?
That's a good question.
It's a loaded question.
It's a good question.
I think we know the answers.
Without sounding embarrassing, I've looked up to Dasgro.
Aww, collective awe.
I'm serious. Like, he's been around the Battlefield community a really long time. He's got really good, insightful opinions. He's very level-headed, and I consider him
Got a lot of guns, so you don't want to piss him.
Yes.
Just suck up the a lot.
And he's I don't know, I think he's a good leader in the Battlefield community.
Oh, thank you, man. I didn't see this coming at all. I appreciate it. That's really cool.
Bonus question.
While I read my cell phone.
Have you ever stabbed anyone in the jugular in your life?
No, but I have thought about it
I can see.
multiple
I
times.
think you're stabbing someone with your eyes right now.
Yes.
Why?
Why?
Okay, now we're on the fourth question.
Yeah, too many. Cut done. Cut off.
That's enough.
This is now in the ether. I don't know, I can't wait.
All right, I'll start it up. So, guys, what do you think about PAX thus far? You're 2 days in. Yay or nay?
Yay, but staying 2 nights almost seems like overkill. Especially for me that I only live an hour out. There's a lot of cool stuff, but if you're not willing to wait in line for all those panels, you can go through everything on the floor inside of like 2 hours. And that's, I don't know, there's a lot of lines. That really sums up PAX in its entirety. Lines. Lots of waiting.
And it smells like really bad BO.
Awful. It's not even that. People crop dusting,
Pockets
man.
of pockets of noxious fumes.
Today was notably worse.
It was
with the crop
bad.
dusting.
It was awful. You'd be walking, and like probably once every 10 minutes, you'd want to fall over. Someone just hit you with it. It's awful.
It's very much the extremes. It's almost they went to no length, or they just destroyed everything and just went right into it. I guess if you're gonna do ethnic cleansing, you do it the right way.
Exactly. Go
Actually,
all out.
edit that out.
Were there any particular areas you noticed that the smell was a little bit foul?
Yeah, especially around the League of Legends. Something about those guys, like this guy. League of Legends fan.
I love League of Legends.
LOL.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't know. I can't get into it.
All
League
right.
of Legends, man.
I haven't tried.
Is there any one game any of you guys saw that you were like really stoked to get hands on with?
Metro. Metro Last Light.
Ah, thank you.
Gorgeous.
It did look good.
It did.
Looked fantastic.
And I like 2033, so.
I haven't played anything before, so it's kind of like pretty much every game I've gotten into lately. Like Battlefield 3 being my first Battlefield game.
You still need to play Deus Ex.
Metro. I know I have to play Deus Ex, but I
I
gotta
am
say,
the advocate. I'm like the poster child. Play it!
Metro did look really good. Anyone else? Any games?
I didn't think any of the games there really stood out to me, honestly.
Really?
No. None of them really blew me away or stoked my interest that much.
Yeah.
I will say.
Oh, except for maybe Hawken. I liked Hawken.
I also like Hawken too, but for different reasons. I'm the Hawken beta already, and the Hawken beta is really messed up right now because you have to take a lot of time to actually get any kind of upgrades. And you got to spend a lot of money, like a ridiculous amount, like $100 in cash in order to use any of the meaningful upgrades. And so I was so elated at the Hawken booth where each account had like 200,000 points in credits, and I just started buying shit left and right. Because like, I gotta try all this stuff that you go in the depot with, but you didn't actually get to play around with until in the battle. And so it's really cool to do that. But it was a bit disappointing though, because I used the gear and it actually was really shitty. It's almost like Battlefield 3 unlocks. I mean, a lot of them are really bad. And I mean, that's what it felt like.
Disappointing.
I guess I was really impressed with Warface, having heard nothing about it until we got there and playing it. It actually left a really good impression. It looked good, played pretty well. I thought it was really promising. I don't know. I talked to a couple of these goons, especially the old man, and he said he wasn't really that impressed. But
I liked it.
It's gonna be a great game.
don't roll your eyes at me.
I can't think of anything else.
What was
We
the
didn't
mo-
wait in line for like Last of Us.
How about the cosplayers, especially the girls?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
I liked all the costumes and the atmosphere. The atmosphere and the costumes.
The costumes.
I mean, atmosphere is in
Friendly.
general feel, not necessarily the smell.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's what I
The
meant.
smell wasn't that
The
bad.
visual.
Every
The
once in a
visual.
while.
The visuals were cool. Everything looked cool.
Everything did
Put it
look cool.
down.
They did a really good job. Having last time we were here was 2011, so after a 2-year break, it was cool getting back, and everything's expanded a lot. And they did a really good job. I think the layout was a little bit better. Some booths definitely a lot better than others too. Like the Chivalry booth, that's not even a new game. That game's been out how long now? They had one of the best booths. The layout was perfect.
Yeah.
Other booths were just a friggin' shit show.
League of Legends
We saw
booth was
Pikachu.
mobbed the whole time. The League of Legends booth was completely mobbed the
Le-
whole time.
I cannot believe how friggin' packed League of Legends was the entire weekend.
They had some good cosplay. That Scarecrow guy was.
They did.
And in a contrast, I was really so. League of Legends Heroes of New Earth came out around the same time, and Heroes of New Earth has really never got the commercial success that League of Legends did. But Heroes of New Earth still had a booth there with creative, and I was just like, why are they even trying? Why do they keep on? I mean, they're like a distant third right now between League of Legends, Dota 2, and HA. And why do they just give up? I don't know. It just seems a bit weird. And no one was at the booth. I mean, no one was interested in going.
Speaking
there.
of booth that was empty, Halo 4 was here for some reason.
Thank you for bringing that up.
It was like empty the entire time.
You know what the ridiculous thing was? It was right at the foot of the stairs of the main entrance to the expo hall. It was the first thing you saw was Halo 4. There was no one there. You could play Halo 4 anytime you want, and everyone's like, I'm not gonna play that.
Yeah,
Gonna wait in line.
Why was that? Why do you think it was?
I don't know why. Like, if Microsoft only thinks that's their best game to lead off with, but it doesn't make any sense that they would. I don't know.
It's been out.
It's been out. They're 2 DLC packs in, and nobody's playing it online. So I don't know why they would put it back on the floor.
I think that's the downside to PAX East this year, specifically 2013, is the fact that we've got the new consoles and all these new games coming out at the end of the year. And while PAX East is turning out to be a pretty big event, it's still nowhere near as big as all the big ones like GDC and E3 and things like that. With all this new stuff coming out at the end of the year, they're saving all the big reveals for those other conventions. PAX East is not the place you want to have the big reveal for, say, the new Xbox or Battlefield 4, things like that. There's a reason why we're not seeing that there this year, because PAX East is not where you want to reveal that stuff.
Assassin's Creed 4 was at PAX East. That was probably the most notable.
This is true, but at least they'd already started leaking stuff beforehand. Whereas, again, coming back to the Xbox, there's been nothing except for this is our reveal date. At least for Assassin's Creed 4, the things have been out. So that at least makes sense.
So anyway, PAX shit. What were we talking about PAX?
Talking
Talk
about
about how
no
we
Razer booth.
unimpressed.
No Razer booth. Oh yeah. What do you guys think about the fact there was a no Razer booth?
Because Jim is the only one that really wants to know.
Nobody gives a shit.
I am still a complete PC noob, so I don't know a whole lot about anything. So the fact that there's no Razer booth was right over my head.
Well, I met 2 Razer dudes
Yeah, they
at the
had
Twitch party. I met there was a big dude and a little dude, and so I assumed that they had a booth.
no, they had a roving
A caravan.
a group. Yeah, they would
They were
tweet out
nomads?
like, "Oh, we're here. Come find us. And
Come find us. We got all these mouses for
We'll
you.
give you a hat."
I did get us some free stuff at the little Razer meetup. And it was a pack that said, if you get this, you are now elite L33T. I was like,
No one really says it on him.
That's fucking stupid.
it is fucking stupid. So I opened this thing up. There was a coaster and yes, a lanyard.
A lanyard?
What else? Oh, there was fake dog tags in there. I did feel quite
That was
elite
cool.
once I opened this free swag bag up.
You got
And then I actually got
dog
mad that I
tags.
took it.
Why didn't you put on the dog tags so I could
And-
take them from you?
After
He was
Put 'em
like,
on.
oh, this would be so cool. The just could, stab him and grab him. And he's like, you could do this. And me and Chris are like, you just broke. He's like, no. He's like, oh.
I did pretty good.
And then, no more.
I thought it was gonna come apart the quick disconnect thing.
No.
And-
No.
no,
It's not a safety release.
I broke it.
Yeah.
Just remember your face.
So what was the things that you hated the most about PAX this year?
I feel like if I didn't continuously dodge shoulders, that I would have collided about 3,000 times with people. I swear I got no reciprocation in the dodge.
It's an eye contact, dude.
But if I started like putting shoulders into people, it would have been people on the floor. It's like,
They sensed weakness in you, man. You're 6'2". You're 6'2". You assert your dominance in your your average. Okay, maybe 6'1". 6-ish
With heels.
with heels. You're supposed to assert
I'm
your
just saying.
dominance.
I'm just saying.
She did. Jess actually walked a mile in her heels last night. It was pretty impressive.
It was impressive.
unlocked.
Technically, it does have something to do. What'd she unlock?
I said achievement
Nobody
unlocked.
Achievement unlocked.
She did good. She didn't roll her ankle until we got almost to the hotel.
I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Speaking of that, what did you guys think of the Twitch party at the nightclub?
Twitch party.
Okay, we're on the
Twitch
stage, and girl climbing on the weird curtain things.
We can do the quick sum up. There was some very, very attractive women wearing next to nothing, and they were popping, and it was a good night. So
the
Twitch party. Someone else got to speak up.
Boobies. It was all about boobies.
All right, no, we're gonna talk about how in the beginning it was all the nerds from the nerd convention on the dance floor, the whitest dancing you've ever seen, the guys dancing with each other, and then like halfway through the night at like midnight, the regular people came, and it was all like, oh, where the sluts come from? Oh my god!
Right.
And then Snoop was like, we were like,
No,
what's
All fairness had nothing to do with the sluts being there. That was
no,
actually a highlight.
That's correct.
This is true. This is a highlight
And
of
they
that.
started dancing on the tables.
No, I just figured, it was okay. So it's a video game convention, and it was
Specifically, parties.
a party hosted by a video gaming channel of
Targeted
sorts.
at-
Well, company. And so I thought at some point, like, okay, something gaming related is going to happen. I will deal with the club scene and have a couple of drinks. Fucking overpriced drinks, might I add. Ask this guy about his $13 drink. And so we went, like 2.5 hours of thinking, okay, at some point, like, something game related is going to happen. And then it just clicked, like, no, this is a club, and I fucking hate it here. So we're leaving. And at that point, like, all fun was just gone. It was just like, no, this is not my thing. It's time to leave. So that was the Twitch party in a nutshell.
It was.
Yeah, I thought it was also, it could have been a whole lot better if they would have had more gaming stuff, but they didn't. A few of us got into the VIP area through some. I just walked in there. I mean.
It was like, do you know who I am? I have a lot of guns.
No, well, here's the thing: is that the VIP area is cordoned off by a white plastic chain. Well, when the chain doesn't, it gets thrown down and it's not reattached, that is an open invitation for anyone. And so I just walked the way up, and I don't know. It was actually just like it was downstairs, except they had some. They actually did have some Razer gaming mice up there. They had some Razer gaming mice.
They had laptops up
and
there.
laptops.
It was kind of weird.
Oh yeah, and what's his name? Freddie Wong was up there.
I did get to meet Freddie Wong.
Freddie Wong was up there.
You did. I'm sorry.
Poor Freddie is like having a conversation with someone that he obviously knows, and then Snoop comes up and goes, hey,
Listen,
have a great night.
You sound like a meanie.
And I'm like hovering behind him, like we both like run away.
I was
And then we see
respectful.
Hutch, and he's like, or maybe that was you. I don't know, but I got a kick out of both of them. It was like fanboy.
I was actually really fearful because I was the one who was like, oh hey, it's Freddie Wong's over there. But I second guessed myself. I was like, what if it's just some short Asian dude? And I'm like, oh man, I hope I am not wrong on this.
No, it's definitely Freddie Wong. I love everything that Freddie Wong makes. All his videos are really entertaining. So I was like, I just want to go shake his hand just for shits and giggles. And then I saw Hutch, and I just did that Crisis tournament with him. And I remember I got a couple of good kills on him. So I went up, I just shook his hand. I was like, hey man, we played in that tournament. He was like, oh, you probably kicked my ass. I was like, no, actually you dominated me in that. But I saw Freddie Wong, shook his hand. I was just trying to be, friendly and stuff.
Yeah.
It was adorable.
It was. Shut up.
Just giving you shit.
So, overall, PAX for everyone. Good.
I give it
Great.
Well, the highlight for me was meeting all of you, not to sound like a sap.
This is absolutely the highlight. Like, the whole PAX.
This
thing
is
was
the
good,
best
but
part for me.
Meeting up with everyone has been a blast. It's nice to put a face to the people we play with.
Yep.
Especially the hackers.
And an age.
And an age, right. I mean, there's like average, and then there's, dentures and
Diapers.
young and diapers, right?
Dentures and diapers.
Lack of hair.
Like,
Hair's gone.
why do you think I'm wearing a hat, man?
I'm trying to lose it, so I'm wearing this hat.
No, you're like Chris. You get a full head of hair. You probably have it to the day you die.
Bebop.
So all in all, good.
No, I liked it as well. It was really cool to see to meet all the YouTube folks. That was really neat, as well as some of my old friends from my past gaming world. It was just really cool to see all the old people, and you run into like random people. I ran into one gal. We were going up to her hotel room, who works at Intel, and I hung out with her 8 years ago at one of these kind of events, and it's really cool to see those people. It's a very small community out there, so that was kind of cool.
I didn't necessarily make friends, but I feel like you just kind of get a sense of who's here for PAX, especially in a really fancy place like this. Like, you don't look like you belong here. You're probably with me.
No.
Who's going to PAX? And the
Play
elevators,
Magic.
and just like all the nerds are like, like yeah, have fun.
Everyone's
Like the
really
Dungeons and Dragons.
accommodating, though.
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
Yes.
It's because we're all here for the same thing, so we all know we have that basic common interest, so it makes it easier for everyone to talk to each other.
I hope we do it again next year.
Yeah.
I know for a fact we're here, because like I said, I'm an hour's drive, so I think I have the easiest drive out of everyone here.
Yeah, I definitely drive up and hang out with all you guys again, have some more beers.
Absolutely. Next
Yep.
time we get a plan, I'll try to get to the same hotel, though.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
That
should
would be
plan.
very helpful.
We
The
should
Westin.
plan.
Yes.
So any closing thoughts, guys? Any last comments you guys want to make?
I love you. What?
You can't break this camera out in PAX, can you?
What do you mean?
Like inside the convention
Oh
center?
yeah. I got a ton of footage. Okay.
Just saying.
You can do something there.
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just
Headshots.
saying.
Headshots. Quick scope.
Can we do it
360.
stuff?
Perfect 180
Doing
night.
stuff. No, it's a lot of fun. I think it's the same thing as it was last year for me. It's just hanging out and meeting all the people and seeing all the faces that you used to play with. That's all. We're gonna do it next year too.
Heartwarming.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Maybe we get a
Absolutely.
bigger crowd next year. We'll walk around like a little posse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob 7-Eleven. Wait, what?
It's just unfortunate they didn't have a Battlefield game there, so we could all wreck everyone.
Yeah, boo to that.
Hey, in all
Yeah.
fairness, I did play Chivalry and I actually held my own.
For Agatha.
For Agatha.
That's my favorite. I always spam C. And he's like, "Argh!" I'm like, no, I want to say for Agatha.
His mouth opens and it's just, like, why are you yelling? We're not even close to that.
Because
It's the loading screen.
It's the loading.
you didn't
Timer's
pick your
counting
character
down.
yet. What are you doing? I'm excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, I wish there was
Vanguard.
Battlefield 4 so we can play at 2 miles an hour in a submarine.
Yeah, in submarine. Yeah.
See, I'm behind
And
on the news.
There's
You
no
get submarines?
infantry. Spoiler alert, there's no infantry at all in Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
You're either
In a submarine.
flying inside of a plane of some sort, or you're sitting in the sidecar of some motorcycle, or in a submarine.
Think
But there's no
Battletanks,
infantry.
But HD. It's essentially what it's going to be.
Wow.
Everyone remembers Battle Tanks, right?
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the best games ever.
HD.
You shook your head. I saw that.
Battle Zone.
Battle Tanks.
Battletoads.
Battletoads.
There's Double Dragon.
No, I saw people playing Battletoads earlier in the classic console room
Are you
on the
serious?
NES.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
I think that
All right,
wraps it up.
that wraps everything up.
Well, we had the 25.
Bam. All right.